Are you ready to talk about some shady business with Donna Adelson? There's a whole bunch of legal tea happening here. So Donna Adelson has been charged with being the mastermind behind the hire to kill murder of her ex-son-in-law, Dan Markle, who was formerly a Florida State University law professor. His wife, now ex-wife Wendy Adelson, Donna's daughter, is a lawyer, and her son Charlie Adelson has already been charged and convicted. All of this relating to all of the tea. I will link to all of the sources below. Let's get into the fun stuff. So Donna has been moved from the county jail that she was in to Leon County Jail. Wakula, I don't know how to pronounce that. They say it weird in Florida, I'm sure. But she was transferred, and she said that the Tallahassee jail had restrictions on their tablet policy that prevented her from being able to view evidence against her. So she was not able to properly communicate with her attorneys, and she was transferred for ease of the trial beginning. She has juries being selected tomorrow, actually. This is the 18th of August, and on Tuesday, August 19th, her jury selection is to begin. It is almost 1 in the morning, hence I'm sorry that I'm sleepy, but I'm really excited about this tea. She is also putting yet another motion to try to get Judge Everett kicked off the case. She infamously had a moment where she went, "Oh my God," and was shaking her head and being really vocal in ways that you are not supposed to be in court. And she was admonished by Judge Everett. Specifically, he told the lawyer to control his client and keep her quiet. And Donna did not take well to that, and soon after tried to have him recused from the case, or to have him recuse himself from the case. She also tried to say that he was having improper ex parte communications, and that means that him, another witness, and the prosecution were having a little secret powwow in chambers without her defense team present to be able to argue motions and stuff, that there was something happening against her. Her previous attempts to try to get Judge Everett kicked off the case have not gone in her direction. I don't think they're going to go in her direction this time, but that has not been done yet. She has once again appealed to Judge Everett because she said that he had another improper ex parte communication, because this time of the wiretap of Harvey Adelson, her husband, who has not been charged with this murder, and neither has her daughter Wendy, and other phone records. She is also doing motions to try to suppress the jailhouse snitch. Oh, let's talk about the jailhouse snitch. So someone in the jail, who Donna was allegedly calling her jail daughter, informed investigators that Donna had reported to the current sort of informant that she was using the jailhouse. In jail, you have recorded phone calls, right? So if you call somebody, cell phone, house phone, etc., or if you do any kind of FaceTiming, anything like that, those are all recorded. When you're talking, like, do the little face thing, it's all recorded. What's not recorded, because of attorney-client privilege, is stuff that is said between you and your attorney. Once a third person joins, it is no longer attorney-client privilege. And what is being alleged by the jailhouse informant that Donna wants suppressed, and also why she wants to disqualify Judge Everett for the wiretap of Harvey Adelson's cell phone, is that the informant has said that she was using the lawyer line in the jailhouse, the one that is not recorded for attorney-client privilege reasons, to talk to her husband and get him and instruct him on how to tamper with a witness. So that is allegedly what is going on, that she has been misusing the lawyer line for personal business and not actually talking to her lawyers every time. that she was trying to have a private, unrecorded conversation with her husband for her own nefarious purposes. The witness tampering that is allegedly happening is that she wants to pay somebody for their testimony, that one of the witnesses who's going to be called, she wants to try to pay them to make their testimony lean more in her favor. Donna's Adelson's argument against this is that this jailhouse snitch is a jailhouse snitch. They're one of those people who is willing to say anything for a lighter sentence, for immunity, for better accommodations or whatever in the jail. And so they'll just make up stuff, that they've made up stuff before, that this is just person who's willing to give the government, the state, tidbits, even if they're made up, to try and get a little something in return. They also wanted Judge Everett removed because he was letting the Adelson's estranged son, Robert Adelson, an FBI agent and a police department sergeant, to testify in limited capacities and only related to the investigation of the case. So that is what is happening. They are also allowing for Charlie to be able to be deposed, and he is already serving a life sentence, and he was charged with being one of the actual hitmen in the case. And Donna was already mad at him. If you didn't already know this, Donna was mad at her son Charlie because she wanted Charlie's lawyer, and to her surprise, Charlie did not waive his rights against her, so she was forced to get another lawyer, and was because of problems. I forget what it's called. It's late. I'll put it here when I think of it when I'm editing. But they weren't able to do that, and she is angry. Now, the tea with her daughter, Wendy Adelson, is that Wendy was previously in others connected to the murder trials. She was granted immunity from the prosecution, meaning that she was, if she testified, any information that she gave could not be used against her in any future proceeding. So anything that she knew or was connected to, she could not be charged in the future with, in exchange for not invoking her Fifth Amendment rights. Fifth Amendment, many people know it as the right to not incriminate oneself, and they see that as the guilty. If somebody pleads the Fifth, that means they're automatically guilty. But what it really means is that not only do you have the right to not incriminate yourself, it's an extension of the right to remain silent, to not be cross-examined against yourself. Because if you get cross-examined, then they get to just ask questions that make you look bad. And so to not look bad, she's like, I don't want to be cross-examined. And she was given limited immunities. She once again pushed for that in this case. But the defense wanted to bring her to testify. Donna wanted her to testify on her behalf. But that would mean that she would get cross-examined by the prosecution. And if the defense brings her up to the stand, then she does not have that immunity protection, and she would invoke her Fifth Amendment rights. Judge Everett has, as of today, already let her have that her attorney will be able to make a statement before she takes the stand, and that she was, the motion to quash the subpoena has happened, and that she would be permitted to have a limited testimony so that she would not have to be cross-examined. So that is the update with that. So much stuff going on. I will link again to everything below. And her trial starts. I'm going to start doing trial coverage. I must say that unlike with the Karen Reed trial, Donna Adelson's trial does not look as promising, and it doesn't look quite as muddy in the water as Karen Reed's did. So we'll have to see. Thank you so much, my lovely humans. I will see you in the next video. Bye!